Hello everybody, welcome to the Mini Marble Games Season 3 Qualifiers, Events 3 and 4 Biathlon Circuit Race. This will determine which teams will qualify. This is the standings for Group A. And this is the standings for Group B. I will admit I made a mistake. Last time I said the medallions had 17 when they in reality only had 15. But yeah, the biathlon is not in the basement, so let's cut to that. Alright, this is going to be event 3 of the Mini Marble Games Season 3 Qualifiers, the biathlon. There are going to be 4 marbles over here, and you're going to roll down this section before rolling all the way over here. And you're going to go down to this line, which is the finish line. I'm going to move this up a bit. So yeah, so Group A, these are the heats. Heat 1, it's going to be Hazy from the Misfits, Green from the Glass Maniacs, Oobleck from the Slime Balls, and Cornflake from the Yellow Swirls. Heat 2 is going to be Galactic from the Cosmic Colliders, Sky from the Blue Skies, yes, the Stingers with Omega, and then Fizz from the Pepsi Cola Speeders. Alright, time for heat number 1. They're rolling. Who's it going to be? Looking like it's going to be the Slime Balls. Oh, the Misfits! The Misfits will come back! And this is the Glass Maniacs will probably finish last. Let's look at that. Alright, Hazy from the Misfits, they went to first place for third, so he will move on along with Oobleck from the Slime Balls to the final. It was the Yellow Swirls and the Glass Maniacs will go to the consolation round. Yellow Swirls are definitely cooked. Next up, we got the Cosmic Colliders, Blue Skies, Stingers, and the Pepsi Cola Speeders. Alright, time for heat number 2. They're rolling. Who's it going to be? Looks like it's going to be the Pepsi Cola Speeders. It will take a second. It looks like it might be the Cosmic Colliders. Yes, I think they held it. Alright, I was correct. The final round will be Hazy of the Misfits, Oobleck from the Slime Balls, Galactic from the Cosmic Colliders, and then Fizz from the Pepsi Cola Speeders. Alright, time for the consolation round. They're rolling. Who's it going to be? Looks like it's going to be the Class Mix, and who will take second? It might be the... Ooh, that was very close. That was a close consolation round. Green from the Glass Maniacs won, but it was very close for 6th to 8th, but it determined that it was the Stingers with Omega getting 6th, Sky for the Blue Skies getting 7th, and Cornflake from the Yellow Swirls getting 8th. Holy heck, the Yellow Swirls are cooked. Now let's go to the finals. Alright, time for the final round of Group A, the biathlon. He's going to be Cosmic Colliders. They're going to hold the lead. But the Misfits, they come rocketing through. They will take it. And Pepsi Cola Speeders and Slime Balls fall behind. With Pepsi Cola managed to grab third. But what a boost by Hazy of the Misfits. What an event that was. As the Misfits take their second win in only 3 events. And the Cosmic Colliders are also going to be shoo-in for Season 3. As you can see, the track. And also the podium. Congratulations to Fizz for the Pepsi Cola Speeders for winning the bronze. Galactic from the Cosmic Colliders winning the silver, and the gold medal goes to Hazy of the biathlon, just like in the actual Season 2. Fizz also got third in this event in actual Season 2. Cosmic Colliders technically got second, but only in the B League. So yeah, pretty good. So the Misfits, they should have never even overtaken the Cosmic Colliders. They were so far ahead, but the Pepsi Cola Speeders and the Slime Balls were both going right behind him. And they pushed him over like a Newton's cradle to give him enough momentum to take him over, like right at the end. What a spectacular finish. Alright, here we got the standings for Event 3 Biathlon in Group A. So the Misfits, Cosmic Colliders, of course, on top. Pepsi Cola Speeders, Slime Balls, also not too bad. But here's the overall standings. The Misfits and the Cosmic Colliders are officially guaranteed to qualify with 35 and 32 points respectively. The Glass Maniacs, very consistent, 25 points. They're looking pretty good. And then 4th place, the Blue Skies, after they finished poorly and the Slime Balls did the top half. They are now only 1 point behind the Slime Balls. Pepsi Cola Speeders also jumped. Since they're on the medal of this, they could get like another medal. They could qualify. Stingers also could qualify with the medal. The Yellow Swirls, though, are guaranteed not to qualify. So very sad for Yellow Swirls. Very happy for Misfits and Cosmic Colliders. Glass Maniacs, Blue Skies, and Slime Balls are anticipating to see if they're qualifying or not. Now let's go to Group B. Alright, in Group B, it's going to be Air from the Elementals, Bronze from the Medallions, Slime from the Worms, Cookies and Cream from Team Ice Cream in Heat 1. Heat 2 is going to be Code from the Lagoons, Tempo from the Musicals, Sea from Ocean Tide, and then Flower from the Pollinators. Alright, time for heat number 1. So who's going to be the Medallions? Are going to be having the lead, but the Worms are in second. Can they hold their top 2? Oh, it's going to be very close. I believe the Worms barely managed to get top 2 over the Elementals. Alright, so I was right. Slimy, the Worms barely managed to hold out for second, so they'll be qualifying along with bronze for the Medallions, while Team Ice Cream and the Elementals go to consolation round. Alright, time for heat number 2. They're rolling, and C from the Ocean Riptide. Bill's on first, but oh, I think we're gonna have a DNF. Let me see. Oh, Tempo somehow got stuck here. Interesting. I was going to say that it was interesting to see Cove of the Lagoons and Tempo, the musical's first individual races. But Tempo did not do well with the DNF. Meanwhile, C, the Ocean Riptide, and Cove of the Lagoons move on. It's after the consolation round between Team Ice Cream, Elementals, Pollinators, and the musicals. Alright, time for the consolation round. They're rolling. The Elementals holding the lead. But here comes Team Ice Cream. No, they cannot do it. It'll be the Elementals beating Team Ice Cream, the musical snatching third. Alright, so the consolation round, 8th is We Flower from the Pollinators. They're definitely also cooked. 7th is going to be Tempo, the musical. 6th, Cookies and Cream with the Cosmic Colliders. And 5th is Air for the Elementals. Time for the final between the Worms, Medallions, Lagoons, and Ocean Riptide. Alright, time for the finals of the Biathlon for Group B. They're rolling. Alright, Cove of the Lagoons is going to be taking first. Oh, here he comes! And there goes bronze from the Medallions, taking it at the last second. Just like the last, just like the other group, it's going to be near the end of the track. Congratulations to the medalists of the Biathlon. It would have been really fun if we got Medallions, Worms, and Lagoons on the podium, because that would be really bad teams. But the Worms unfortunately lost. This was very close for the top 3. Between the top 3 is Ocean Riptide with C gets the bronze. Speaking of Worms, Slimy's fellow clear green striped athlete, Cove of the Lagoons, does take silver, though, balling out for the Lagoons, looking to keep their qualification hopes alive. But the winner of this one, just like in the Season 2 B League, the winner of the Season 3 Qualifiers Group B, in the Biathlon, bronze from the Medallions. Alright, and now this is the standings of Event 3, Biathlon. You can see Medallions, Lagoons, Ocean Riptide, Worms got top 4. Cookies and Cream got 6. Tempo got 7. Then we're going to go to the overall standings of the group, in which the Ocean Riptide are winning. They're actually guaranteed to qualify. Medallions technically are not guaranteed, but they're only 2 points behind Ocean Riptide, and second place. So I would definitely rest easy if you're a Medallions fan. Then you have the Team Ice Cream and the Lagoons, 5 to 7 points behind the Medallions, which are in the top 4. And there's a 7 to 10 point gap down to the 5th through 7th. Elementals, Worms, and the Musicals. Any of them could break it to the top, could break past the Lagoons or Team Ice Cream with a win or a silver, or even a bronze. But yeah, for the Pollinators, that's tough. Being last, they're guaranteed to not qualify, along with the Yellow Swirls. I'll see you in Event 4 of the qualifiers, the circuit race now. Alright, it is now time for the final event of the Mini Marble Games Season 3 qualifiers, the circuit race. In Group A, the groups are Heat 1, Ball Bearing of the Glass Maniacs, Ether of the Cosmic Colliders, Ooze from the Slime Balls, and Cats out of the Misfits. Heat 2 will be Galaxy of the Stingers, Caramel from the Pepsi Speeders, Banana from the Yellow Swirls, and Cloudy from the Blue Skies. Of course, the Cosmic Colliders and Misfits guaranteed to qualify. Glass Maniacs also pretty high chance. And then Blue Skies and Slime Balls are fighting for that 4th spot. Also, Pepsi Speeders and Stingers do have an outside chance. How it works is that there's going to be 3 laps for each heat. And now it's time for lap number 1. Who's it going to be? Oh, it looks like that the Misfits actually take the lead already. And who's it going to be? Oh, the Misfits! They fall the last. The Glass Maniacs are holding the lead. But I think it changed over here. Oh, the Glass Maniacs... the Cosmic Colliders briefly got stuck. But it looks like the Glass Maniacs will take the lead over the Slime Balls. Misfits will be only 3rd. Alright, time for round number 2. They're rolling. Who's it going to be? It looks like that the Glass Maniacs are still going to be at first. So who will be second? It looks like the Misfits are barely ahead. of the slime balls, but will they keep it that way? Yes, they will, but the slime balls will actually fall back to last behind the Cosmic Colliders. The slime balls are going to really need to step up their game if they want to qualify here. One more race to go. Everyone, who's it going to be? Oh, the slime balls, they got stuck! That's going to be a heartbreaker, but will the... Who's gonna get the first two? Looks like it's going to be the Glass Maniacs and the Misfits. They're going to qualify with the Cosmic Colliders getting eliminated third. But what an unfortunate occurrence for the slime balls, as they have been eliminated and are probably not going to qualify. Alright, I was correct. Looks like the Cat's Eye, the Misfits, and Ball Bearing and the Glass Banks will make it. Will either of the Cosmic Colliders and Ooze of the Slime Balls be eliminated. Now on to Group B. Alright, it's time for E2. If the Blue Skies can qualify, they will be just about sealing the fate of the Slime Balls and themselves. In a good way for themselves. And they're rolling. Who's it going to be? Okay, the Blue Skies, I thought they jumped to second, but they're still a third. Oh, wait! The Stingers fall from first all the way down to third. And they all go back to first. But the Blue Skies fall to fourth. That's not going to be good for them. Alright, now it's time for the second heat. Who's it going to be? Oh, the Blue Skies unexpectedly come into second, but can they hold it? No, but, well, yeah, they come to first, actually. The Stingers fall to fourth. Pepsi Cola Speeders. Oh, the Blue Skies, they fall to third at the very end. Alright, this is going to be the final race. The Blue Skies have the chance to send the Slime Balls home with the qualification. Pepsi Cola Speeders, if they qualify, the Slime Balls don't, they actually have a chance of qualifying. And everyone, who's it going to be? Oh, it's going to be super close. Pepsi Cola Speeders are going to be leading this. The Stingers. Pepsi Cola Speeders are in second, but can they hold it? No, the Blue Skies! They jump in front of them. Cloudy of the Blue Skies. It just ended the Slime Ball season and confirmed. I think they confirmed that the top 5 is going to be Slime Balls. No. Misfits, Cosmic Colliders, Glass Maniacs, and Blue Skies. Not exactly in that order, but still. Pivotal moment here for the Blue Skies advancing. Alright, we were going to have a short consolation round. One race round between the marbles that did not qualify for the final. And they're rolling Yellow Swirls. They're going to be leading. No, the Slime Balls, they come through. But will they... Oh, the Yellow Swirls, they jump all the way to the front. Pepsi Cola Speeders take 6th. Cosmic Collider 7th. While the Slime Balls only get last. That's going to be a heartbreaker for them. Alright, so for the final of Group A, all of these guys are guaranteed to qualify except for the Stingers, who are not. Because the Cosmic Colliders are going to qualify. I mean, he was guaranteed loosely, but still. Those guys are definitely going to be top 4. The final of the qualifying groups, there's only going to be 3 races instead of 5 because this is just a qualifier. And they're rolling. Who's it going to be? Oh, the Misfits, they fall to last. With the Blue Skies. Oh, the Glass Maniacs, they jump to first. But here come the Stingers. The Stingers pass them. The Misfits do too. And that was a pretty big choke by the Glass Maniacs as the Blue Skies bring up the rear. So this will be the same as the previous one. Galaxy is actually showing to be pretty good in the circuit race. Alright, time for the second race of the final. Who's going to be? Looks like it's going to be the Stingers. The Misfits are getting close, though. Oh, here come the Blue Skies. They're going to know where to take it. But no, it's the Misfits. No, the Blue Skies actually fall to last behind the Glass Maniacs. Alright, it's now time for the final race of Group A as a whole. They're rolling. Who's it going to be? It's very close. The Stingers, they have it. But here come the Blue Skies. No, it's the Misfits. Very close, though. Can the Misfits hold on? Yes, they do! The Misfits! What a run of dominance! 3 gold medals in 4 events. The Glass Maniacs cannot get their third bronze in 3 events, so they get 4th. Alright, what a finish that was by the teams. So on the other spots of the podium besides gold, you have Cloudy of the Blue Skies, Galaxy, the Stingers, both establishing themselves as breakout athletes in the circuit race, but still they are nowhere near Cat's Eye of the Misfits. Showing unparalleled dominance. They won this event in Season 1, only got bronze Season 2, and now winning in Season 3 qualifiers. They're looking to gain their second championship after they won Season 1 for the Misfits. They're definitely going to win this group by a mile, but I'm not going to show the standings until I've done both Group A and Group B. Actually, a lie. I am going to show the standings for this event in particular for Group A. You can see Misfits, Stingers, Blue Skies got on the podium. To the next group now. Alright, in Group B, the heats are going to be Swamp from the Lagoons, Strawberry from Team Ice Cream, Bumblebee from the Pollinators, and then Rhythm from the Musicals. Heat 2, it's going to be Metal from the Medallions, Waybreaker from Ocean Riptide, Squishy from the Worms, and then Earth from the Elementals. Alright, it's time for Group A. Heat A of Group B in the Mini Marvel Game Season 2 Circuit Race. Let's see if the Lagoons and Team Ice Cream can hold their qualification spots over teams like the Musicals. Who's it going to be? The Lagoons are holding the lead. The Team Ice Cream is right there. Oh, the Musicals! No, Team Ice Cream is in the lead. But they're trying to... No, they're not. Oh, Pollinators! They come out of nowhere to take the lead. And the Lagoons fall all the way to third. Alright, now it's time for the second race. Who's it going to be? Oh, Strawberry! Almost fell to fourth, but Lagoons have jumped to first. But no, they've fallen back to third as the Pollinators and Team Ice Cream. Well, Team Ice Cream almost jumped to first, but they're going to cruise to another top 2 spot. Alright, if the Lagoons don't make it to the finals, they might not even qualify for Season 3, so they need to be clutch here in the final race. Who's it going to be? The Lagoons, they jumped to first. But will they hold it? No! They fall all the way to fourth. And it's going to be Team Ice Cream. Who will get second? The Pollinators, they take it. They might be guaranteed not to qualify, but they will at least keep their season alive. The Goons may not keep their season alive. Alright, time for heat number 2 of Group B with the Elementals, Worms, Ocean Riptide, and Medallions. Who's it going to be? It's the Ocean Riptide will fall to fourth. Here comes Elementals, jump it. Medallions are going to be second. Here's Ocean Riptide off a burst. But they'll actually cause the Medallions to jump from fourth to first, so pretty impressive. Elementals will only be second. Alright, Wavebreaker, the Ocean Riptide Superstar, does not actually jump from his starting spot at third, but that might change here. And who's it going to be? It's going to be a close one. Standings actually will stay the same as the starting order for now. But Ocean Riptide, they jump to the lead. But the Elementals are going to fall to last. Yes, they will with the Worms. Squishy, the Worms will jump to second. The Worms and the Elementals are both clawing away at a chance to pass the Lagoons. The Worms and the Elementals are both 7 to 8 points behind the Lagoons each, so if the Lagoons do badly, they could make it if they win or get a good spot. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Ocean Riptide. Elementals, though, they jump to second. Can they hold it? Oh, the Medallions! They jump to first, but can they hold it? No, they will not! Ocean Riptide, what an overtake! They jump to first. Elementals will take second, but Ocean Riptide not quite as good as they're overtaking the final in the semi-final of the final round event of the circuit race in the main Marvel Game Season 2, but still very good. You know, Elementals, they have a real chance to pass the Lagoons for the 4th place spot in the qualifiers. Alright, quick little consolation round before the final round. Who's it going to be? It's going to be the Musicals. But will they hold first place? Yes. But who's it going to be? The Worms, they take second, but the Lagoons are going to be last. That's going to be not very good for them at all. Alright, the Worms and the Musicals had a good run. They will be eliminated too, along with the Pollinators. But the Elementals have a real chance of taking the qualification spot away from the Lagoons. As we head to the final with Strawberry of Team Ice Cream, Bumblebee from the Pollinators, Wavebreaker from Ocean Riptide, and then Earth from the Elementals. Alright, let's see. Who is going to win? The Mini Marble Game Season 3 Circuit Race in the qualifiers of Group B. Elementals need to get top 3 if they want to qualify. If they get 4th, they'll tie with the Lagoons but lose on medal count. Also, you have the winner of the Circuit Race, Wavebreaker, and the winner in the B League, Strawberry. They're rolling. Who's it going to be? Strawberry from Team Ice Cream. He's looking nice. No! What? He fell to 4th. Pollinators, and they're going to take it. followed by Ocean Riptide. Team Ice Cream Release falls to 3rd. Alright, time for heat number 2. Everyone, who's it gonna be? It looks like it's gonna be the Pollinators still. I don't know if they'll be able to hold it. Oh, Ocean Riptide jumps to 1st. But can Ocean Riptide keep it? Yes, and Team Ice Cream jumps to 2nd too. The Elementals fall to 4th. They each get top 3 if they're gonna qualify. Alright, let's see if the Elementals can get a top 3 spot to qualify. Everyone, who's it gonna be? It's going to be Ocean Riptide. They're still holding the lead. Team Ice Cream takes it. Elementals are all the way up in 2nd. And yes, they're going to hold 2nd. The Elementals have managed to qualify for Mini Marble Games Season 3. Congratulations to the medalists in the circuit race for Group B. Bronze medal, Wavebreaker from Ocean Riptide. Surprising that they only got 3rd. Silver is Earth from the Elementals, and the gold, Strawberry from the Team Ice Cream. I knew they were very good, but I didn't know they were better than Wavebreaker type of good. Now let's cut to the standings. Alright, here is the standings for Group B of the Mini Marble Games Season 3 qualifiers in circuit race. You can see a bunch of heavy hitters at the top 4. Strawberry, Earth, Wavebreaker, Bumblebee are very good at the circuit race. Alright, here is the standings for the Mini Marble Games Season 3 qualifiers. You can see the Misfits, Cosmic Colliders, Glass Maniacs, Blue Skies, Ocean Riptide, Team Ice Cream, Medallions, and Elementals qualified. Yellow Swirls are the worst with 9, while the Misfits had the best with 50. Anyways, I will see you in the Mini Marble Games Season 3.